So, hello there dear Tekken players. Today I'm gonna make a special video for CroCurumo. This time I'm gonna review his battles. He had a couple matches with me and I'm gonna see where he can improve, what he's doing wrong. I don't want to say wrong, but what he shouldn't do, and so on and so forth. I also gonna give him a couple of tips for ranking. Now I done a tutorial for him, but I didn't knew he's a Grandmaster rank, so I should have taken a different approach when I did a poking tutorial. So today we're gonna take a look on his playstyle, what moves does he use, what he shouldn't use, what he should use less, what he should use more, so on and so forth. And we're gonna choose on the right side, so we're gonna see his frame data, and I won't turn the comment history on because I think it's not necessary. Now let's take a closer look what he's doing.
Round one. Fight.
After down back 3 on counter hit, you have a free ground throw. You have to dash into ground throw, or you can do crouch cancel down 3 or alley kick. But okay, that's more intermediate stuff. Okay, backward regular step is okay, but you should keep the pressure because I was back against the wall. Full crouch down forward 1, it's not really that useful, because first of all it's punishable, -12, and second it's really slow. I mean, I know it is a normal hit launcher and it is a high crush, but in a high rank it's not really useful. That Atlas Hammer is risky. While standing 2, that's a 14 frame punisher. If you want to use you just while standing 2 for homing properties. And I said, like in previous tutorial, it has some weird mid crush. I don't know why, sometimes it crushes mid. But while standing 2 is punishable, -12, and you got punished. Okay, down back 4, while full crush down forward 1, we already talked about that. Okay, that was
KO. Round two. Fight.
oh nice. 4-4-2-1. You need to watch out, the second hit is high, it can be ducked. 4-4-2 is okay, it's slow at 32 frames, I think. It is +2 on block, but 4-4-2-1 you need to watch out. You can hit confirm the second hit. If the first hit hits, you can see, and then you can press 1 to hit confirm. Back 1-2 is your 12 frame punisher, and also it is a whiff punisher for minor whiffs, but it is punishable at -13, and also the second hit can be ducked and punished. Atlas Hammer is really risky. It's minus 24 on block. You can punish Atlas Hammer with Atlas Hammer as a king, but I decided to do back 3 just from 1+2.
KO.
Just because I wasn't sure.
Round 3. Fight.
The shoulder charge is minus 12 to minus 5. It depends on the distance where you block. If you block late, it is safe. So you can use it as a wish punisher. Kinda, I don't know. I don't use really shoulder charge. Super risky. Ali kick into 2. Even Ali kicks alone, they are launch punishable. Ali kick into mid is minus 15. It is launch punishable, don't use that. Sidestep 2 is okay. Back 1-2, we already talked about that.
KO. You lose.
Now let's take a look at the second match. Oh, I took the wrong side. Ah, never mind. It's okay.
Get ready for the next battle.
You just need to be careful what moves do you use.
Round 1. Fight.
Down 3 is okay. Back 4 is okay. Forward to 1, yeah, it can be ducked, so be careful. But you can mix up with forward to down 1. And you can even hit confirm. If down 1 hits, you can press 2 to launch your opponent. Yeah, back 1-2 we already, last into 2 we already talked about it. Ali kick into 2 we already talked about it. Down forward 4-3-4 or down forward 4-3 down 4. You're gonna use that only as a wall ender. Down forward 4-3 can be used for some refloats, especially JTech for example, you can use that. But down forward 4-3 in neutral, there is no reason to use because the second can be ducked even if the low hits. That full crush down forward to that launcher, that is punishable, minus 14. King can do back to 1. I didn't punish that, but okay. Jacob step multi-throws are good.
KO.
Atlas Hammer is risky.
Round 2. Fight.
You should use Atlas Hammer only if you have really a solid read that your opponent is gonna do some high attacks or grabs. Forward to 1 we already talked about that. Forward 1 is good, you should use it more. Down 3 is good. That was figure 4 leg lock. It is okay, but you need to watch out, that throw can be reversed. I did the giant swing because I knew you tried to do giant swing. So yeah, full crush down forward 1. Nice, you got giant swing. but you need to practice on both sides. That Atlas hammer, that's risky. Back one is okay. Forward 4-4 is okay, it has pushback. On counter hit you get a attack throw for some Oki. It can be used as a keep out. Forward 4 is okay. I missed the just frame. We try the reversal. Down 4 2+3 is okay. It is an easy 2-throw. Down 3 is okay. Back 1. Forward to 1, okay, this time hits. Down back 4. Full rush down forward 1. We already talked about down forward 4-3. Okay, you're going for a multi-throw. Down forward 2+4. We already talked about back 1 to the second hit also can be ducked. I don't know what have you done there. Maybe I gonna go a little bit here. I really want to see your comment history. What throw did you try here? Oh no, it's gonna show my comment history. Thanks. Doesn't matter. But you should try to do a Jaguar step, then 1, 4, 2, 3. That's an unbreakable, the second hit, throw. You should try them. I will show you later in the practice mode. Yeah, we already talked about 4-4-2-1.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Down 3 is okay. 1+2 it's okay. 1+2-1, 1+2-3, those are mostly used for wall pressure. 1+2 alone for backturn mix-ups, but it is punishable. Actually, it's launch punishable if it's blocked. Nice. I thought you're gonna go for the chicken wing face lock into rolling that cradle, but you decided to do the struggle combination, I think it's called, and that one is unbreakable. If I don't break the second throw, the third one is unbreakable. Nice. Good choice. Down forward 2-1 is risky. The second hit can be ducked. Down forward 2 on its own is okay. Back 1 is okay. Down 3 is okay. Down back 4 is okay. Forward 3 is okay. Last turning 2 alone is okay. Reverse diagonal back 4 is okay. 4 3+4 is okay. You see? Again, you're giving me space. You had me back against the wall. And you're doing backward Jaguar steps. Down 3 is okay. 1+2 1. You can actually hit confirm 1+2 1. If you see the 1+2 hits, you let it rip. If you see the 1+2 is blocked, you press 1+2 1 and then you hold back to cancel. But the cancel is also risky, it's launch punishable at -18.
Time up.
That was a draw.
You win.
I thought you won. But that's okay. Let's see the third match. I think the third match you even won. So let's take the right side.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
Down 3, nice. Figure 4 leg lock. 4 2 1. It's risky. 4 2 alone. Side step 2. Alley kick into 2, that's risky. That one's punishable. Down 3, back 1, okay. I didn't reverse that, but I tried. Back 1 2. Nice. I thought you are going for the King's Bridge.
Round two.
You mixed me up.
Fight.
Down 3 is okay. Back 1. 4 neutral 2 is also good, you should use that. Crouch dash 1 plus 2 is nice. Now I used while standing 2-2. Jab pressure, down jab, last into 2 hits. You tried the chicken wing face lock.
Round three. Fight.
You see, Atlas Hammer crushes Hive. I tried to jab you, and you got me with Atlas Hammer. That's risky, but you got me with Ali kick too. You got me full crush stomp for 1.
Round four. Fight.
Okay. You got me down for 2 for 3. That combo doesn't work. It works actually on kicking, but you need to micro dash, I think. You tried King's Bridge. Four to 1 hit guaranteed if backed on 3 hits
Final round.
opponent's back.
Fight.
That's so risky. That spring kick, kings, armor kings, Eddie, that's twisting spring kick, that's really risky. I could punish it even harder, but you know, that's risky. That Ali kick too, you really need to Dragon Sleeper finish, that's nice. I thought you were gonna do the rolling death cradle. You mixed me up. Shining Wizard hit me. Now let's see our last match.
Get ready for the next
And then I'll go to into practice mode. And I'll show you a couple things. What should you do and what you shouldn't you do. and why.
Round one. Fight.
While standing 2 alone, back 1 is okay. Forward 4-2 on its own is okay. Forward to 1 hits. Forward 2, okay. Down forward to 1 is risky, the second hit can be ducked. Back to 4 is nice, actually.
KO. Round two. Fight.
Jab, jab, throw, nice. Forward to 1 while running free. Yeah, the second can be ducked. Last time two, we already talked about that.
KO. Round three.
I did now down forward to 1, but if the opponent blocks a down forward to 1, king is at -4. That means you can still step some fast moves. Sometimes you can even step jabs. It depends. But it's risky because it can be ducked. Now I was actually showing off with instant shining wizard. Back to 1 hit. Okay. 4-3 for punish.
KO. Round four. Fight.
You can actually combo off from full cross down forward 1. Down back 3 is okay. It's risky, but it's okay. Forward to 1 can be ducked, the second hit. Forward to 1. Rage drive hits.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Back 1-2 on its own, in neutral it's not really good, it can be punished. Okay.
Time up.
Now I'm gonna show you a couple of things. Mainly pokes, because I see poking game is lacking.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7,
Let's take this one.
Fen Wei.
And we got also King Stage.
Get ready for the next battle.
I already did a tutorial on King's Poking, but I will do this time with a different approach. So when you're at range 1, you shouldn't do things that are either punishable or duckable. For example, standing 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1 is okay. 1 to 1 is risky, it can be sidestep and sidestep to the right. I think also it can be interrupted if you delay it. Now down 2, I like this one. Down 1 is okay, but down 2 I like it because it has longer range and better frames. You should use this one, forward 4 neutral 1 plus 2, you do forward 4, let go, 1 plus 2. This one doesn't deal any damage, but on block it is 0, which means it is neutral on block. You can move. If you do forward 4 neutral 2 into back 1, I like to do this one a lot. If my opponent does move that is 12 frame or slower, he's gonna get counter hit, or we're gonna get raid. Down for 2, you should use this one alone. This one is pretty good. This is your quote-unquote fastest mid. Now why I say it's fastest mid, because 4-4 neutral 1 plus 2, although it says it's 9 frame fast, due to execution it comes out slower. Down for 2 alone is okay. Down forward 1 you should use this one a lot, because it is safe. It's -1 on block actually. Then you should use also down for 3. This one is -9 on block, but you can use this move if you notice that your opponent steps to king's left, if they do side step right, so you can stop them with this. Next you can use down forward 4 and down 4 as your fastest lows. They are both negative on hit. The difference is down forward 4 recovers standing and it is -14 on block, and down 4 is -13 on block and recovers crouching. Now you have to ask yourself, do you want to move freely after a low poke? If you want to move freely, you're gonna use down forward 4 because you can step in both directions. If you use down 4, you can only step in the foreground. You can only press up. Next I would say 4-3. And 4-3 just from 1 plus 2. This is your mid mix up for grabs. If you hit with this, you have guaranteed alley kick. Now for 16 frames you have back 3 and back 3 just from 1 plus 2. Now on block, I'm not sure what it does on block. If your opponent blocks back 3, it creates pushback. But if your opponent's back to the wall, there is no pushback and you can get punished by -10. There is the just frame version, back 3 just frame 1 plus 2. And you can do alley kick. forward 1+2, it comes also at 16 frames. It's -1 block. On hit it is a knockdown. It gives you a guaranteed alley kick. So you can also use this one. It's not bad. Now for 17 frames you have down 3 and back 4. Down 3 is your low poke. That gives you +1 on hit. It's -12 on block, so it can't be launched. Except Akuma and Eliza, I'm not sure. But this is your fast low poke. You can use this one. You'll use a couple of times, which is pretty nice. Back 4, it's your wall bounce move. The good thing is if your opponent blocks back 4, you're at +2 and you recover back turn. You can do some back turn shenanigans, mix-ups. For 18 frame you can use forward 4, 4 neutral 2 and forward 1+4. Now forward 1+4, I like this move a lot in poking. It is +3 on block, it is +7 on hit. It's pretty good. I like this move a lot, so use this one and you have frame advantage. You can do this one and you can mix them up. Forward 4 is your mid homing move. It knocks down. It's -9 on block, so it's safe. And 4 neutral 2 is your low poke. It high crushes. It's -14 on block. On counter hit you get that attack throw. One thing that I didn't mention is back 1. Back 1 is basically your counter hit tool. It's -8 on block, +3 on hit. And on counter hit you have a launcher. You can also use while standing 4 for your poking. It deals good damage. While standing 2 alone, -9 on block, +1 on hit. It's also good. While standing 1 is okay. It has short range though. It's -4 to -3 on block, it's +3 to +4 on hit, depends where it hits. It's 10 to 11 frame fast. Now these are your poking tools. Now things that you should not do it. I mean, down for 2-1, if your opponent doesn't duck, it's okay, it's -4 on block. You can step after that, like I did against you when you did a hop kick. It's okay, but against better players, they're gonna duck and they're gonna launch that. Next, down forward 4-3. Although this is safe, it is -6 or -5 on block. I think it's -5. Yeah, it's -5 on block, it's +6 on hit. But the second hit can be ducked, even if the first hit hits. Even if the first hit connects. You see? The same thing goes for down forward 2-1. Even if down forward 2 hits, you can still duck the 1. So you need to watch out for that. If you want to use a 2-hit string, use down forward 1-2. It is -10 on block, but it is +5 on hit. And it is also delayable. And more often than not, I catch people with the second hit. if they don't hold back, the second hit is gonna connect. It is a natural combo, so if the first hit hits, the second hit is gonna also hit, but if you delay it too long, it won't be a natural combo. Now 4-2-1 on its own, it's okay as a whiff punisher. So back 1-2 and forward 2-1 are pretty good whiff punishers. But to use it on its own, the second hit can be ducked and punished. But you can mix up your opponent. 4-2 down 1. If you notice that the second hit, the down 1 hit, you can hit confirm and do the third hit too. So 4-2 down 1. If you see the second hit, it is pretty much delayable, so you can see, you can confirm the third hit and you can launch your opponent. You need to be careful the second hit, down forward, forward 2 down 1, it's minus 13 on block, it's plus 2 on hit, and your opponent recovers in crouch. That means couple of characters can launch Punisher. Kazuya, Eddie, I think Josie. 2D characters, they also can launch you. Maybe Geese can't launch you, I don't know, I'm not sure. So practice those moves. So pokes, standing 1, standing 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, down 2, forward 4 neutral 2, back 1, down forward 2, down forward 1, down forward 3, down forward 4, down 4, forward 3 just frame 1 plus 2, into alley kick. I messed up, forward 3 just frame. You have a guaranteed alley kick after that. Let's try one more time. There it is. 4, 3, just frame 1 plus 2. Then you have back 3 is okay. Back 4, down 3, forward 4, forward 1 plus 4, forward 4 neutral 2, while standing 4, while standing 2, while standing 1. So those moves you can use it in range 1. In range 2, more often than not, you're gonna use 4-4-1. It is minus 5 on block, plus 14 on hit. That means on hit you can mix them up with grabs, you can mix up with forward 1 plus 4, you can mix up with a low. So it's your choice, it's your turn. Or you can do up 1 plus 2, up forward 1 plus 2, capital punishment. This is a launcher. You need to be careful, that one is pretty linear, it can be stepped. But it is plus 2 on block. So if your opponent blocks this, it's your turn. But you need to watch out, they still can step in the foreground, so you can do down forward 3. If your opponent mashes, you can do back 1 to counter hit them. Now, for things that you should also do is alley kick. So all these kicks are launch punishable. They're even negative on hit, they're minus 9 on hit. So even if you hit your opponent, your turn is over, you're minus 9. Alley kick into 2, it's minus 15, you can get launch punished. So you need to watch out for this. Actually, don't do this, because you're gonna get punished. You can use this as a round ender, because alley kick has pretty good range. As a round ender is okay, you can mix up also with 2. I do that, but I shouldn't do that. And of course, you need to practice your throws. Giant swing, you should be able to do it on both sides. You should be able to do a giant swing from a neutral. For example, dash in into giant swing. Or after pokes, for example, you hit with 2-1, you can buffer giant swing during the recovery. So 2-1, you already input the giant swing and you press 1 after the recovery of the move. So you should practice giant swing. That's your one throw. You should use this one, figure 4 leg lock. You need to watch out, that throw can be reversed. You should use muscle buster. On this stage you even get a guaranteed unblockable. Instant Shining Wizard you shouldn't... I mean, you can practice, but is it really necessary? You can practice, but in your ranks you shouldn't focus that much now on Instant Shining Wizard, and focus first on fundamentals. Movement, whiff punishing, block punishing. I mean, block punishment, you need to know matchup and frames. That you have to learn on your own. You can use the punishment training. You can use the punishment training if you want. Or you can look up at the frame data for the character and see what moves are punishable. So I think that would be all. Now for some ranking tips. Now it's Grandmaster, so blue, green ranks. You can basically, people like to press buttons a lot. You can basically counter hit them. Whenever they want to approach you, back one. This is your keep out. Back one, down for 3 I like to use. So basically back one, if they press buttons, you're gonna get them in with a launcher. Back one is your friend in those ranks. In the poking game, use suppress moves, so this one. You have frame advantage, use this one, and you can do back one. Or you can do immediately back one after your pokes. Mix up with your throws. And if they start to duck, you can use 4-3. 4-3 just 1+2. And or if you have a good read, you can use hop kick. But hop kick is punishable, -13. You need to watch out. I think that would be all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And for everyone else who watched this tutorial, or let's say tutorial review and some tips, you can also write in the comment section. Maybe I missed something. You can add to that, so feel free to write. See you. Bye.